In this video, I'm going to quickly show you how to add a drop shadow to text in GIMP. So much like I've already done here, I have a shadow behind my words that is a different color, so it makes it easier for me to see. So it's not one of the colors that I've used in my background. I do have a text border, and I'm going to show you how to do that as well. So here I already have my background and I already have text. My text is a different color than my background, so it's easy for me to see. The very first thing I need to do is go over to my layers, and I need to create a transparent layer. So I'm going to click the new layer button. And I've already named this layer text border before. I haven't had any other layers, so that's why it's already named that. And so you'll need to name your layer, and then you're going to need to make sure that it says transparency, and then click OK. And then you're going to need to move this layer in between the text layer and the background. So I have my layer here, and I'm just going to hit the arrow down. And so now I have my text layer, and I can tell that this is a text layer because it's got a little T on it. And then I have my new transparent layer that I created, and then my background. And so the next thing you're going to need to do is going to click on your text layer. You're going to right click on it, and you're going to go down to alpha to selection. And this is going to create what I call the running ants, the little dots that move around. And so they're selecting basically all of the lines on the outside of your text. And so first, in order to make that outline on our text, we're going to go to select, because we have selected things, and we're going to grow. So select and grow, and you can grow by anywhere between 1 to maybe 10. It kind of depends on the font that you chose. I'm going to grow by 3 and click OK. And so now I've moved away from my text. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to pick a different foreground color, something that's going to allow my text to like pop out. And so just for this video, I'm going to select like a green so it's easy for us to see. And I'm going to zoom in. I'm going to use my bucket tool, and I'm going to fill in the space in between. Okay, and so we can see the green is filled in. I need to go to each of my little spaces of my bubble letters, and I need to fill in those spaces, being careful not to accidentally select my background or select the blue of my words. And so I want to fill in each section. So now I have a border on my text. And so I'm now going to go to select, and I'm going to do none because I don't want anything else to be selected. Depends on the font that you use, how clear that looks. I'm not really sure that I like this, so this would be something that I would kind of play with and see if I like it. The next thing I need to do is I need to do my drop shadow. And in order to do my drop shadow, I need to select my text border. So I click on text border, and then I'm going to go to filters. Then I'm going to go down to light and shadow, and I'm going to select drop shadow. Sometimes when you click this, the window does not pop up. So you have to look at the bottom of your screen and look for the window. If it does just pop up, that's great. So now I need to select a different color. It's going to be easy for us to tell. I'm just picking brighter colors for you to be able to see it. And then I can also decide how far away and to the side I want my drop shadow. And I like this, so I'm just going to click OK. And if this happens, then we've selected the wrong thing. So you can always Control Z and undo. If that happened to you and you selected text border, try your drop shadow. Do the same thing. Filters, light and shadow, drop shadow. Click OK. Now I have the correct thing. I have a really light shadow on the outside. So the wrong thing to do is to select the background or the text border. You must select the text. So you have to select the text in order to create your drop shadow. And you can always Control Z and undo.